Villa Arsenal. Jeffers, you're going to lead us in this. Arsenal, I want to know the probable lineup you want to see tomorrow. The best 11 you think Arsenal should file for tomorrow's game. And you considering the fact you're going to Aston Villa to play. What lineup should we be expecting from the goalkeeper to the striker?
Well, I think the lineup generally it's not going to really change that much. I think it's too early for Marino to actually start, so definitely I did not see him starting tomorrow. Um, it's still going to be the same formation. However, I think we're going to have to consider the fact that there's going to be a little difference in the pattern of play. Last season, this game, all it took Aston Villa was one chance, and I think they got it with this game. Arsenal did try to get a goal, although the goal was ruled off for a foul, which basically I did not feel was a foul. But I think one thing that's going to be coming at the back of the players' minds is the fact that last season they lost to Villa, home and away. And basically, in fact, it was the home defeat at the Emirates that basically handed over the title to Manchester City. If there's one thing I know Mikel Arteta will be going out to do tomorrow, is to rectify that blunder. He has a side that has the potential to actually do that and get the 3 points. And I think one thing that's going to be on the minds of the players tomorrow is the fact that they've got to get a result against Arsenal. No matter how much it's going to look like, they have to get a result. For Villa, on the other hand, Unai Emery, well, he's been weaving his magic, which we know he could do. And I think it's going to be a very, very strong game. But the thing is this, I think Arsenal are actually baying for blood. And if they get a chance in this game, they will get all 3 points. I think I'll just say this might just be an Arsenal win for me.
Arsenal win for you. I rate, as Jeffers actually mentioned about this game for Arsenal, could be a banana skin for them. At some point, do you think Arsenal can go all the way, at least do this? Because this is the main fixtures that is always in the ass with them. What do you think about this game, Irie?
Yeah, going by last season, we saw that those two losses, especially like the one at the Emirates, like Jeff has mentioned, was a big blow to their title hopes. It actually ended. I wouldn't say ended, but it dented their title hopes, that game. So I think Arsenal would go all out for blood. They would always have those defeats at the back of their mind against Aston Villa. Aston Villa, on the other hand, they are in the Champions League, and Emery is doing a great job with this team. They've added Amadou Onana from Everton, who was also good in their first game against West Ham. And they still have the likes of John Duran, who can come in from the bench to hurt you. And Oli Watkins, we all saw what he can do right last season with goals and assists. So I think it's going to be a very scrappy game, if you ask me. Like what we saw in the first leg last season as well. It's going to be a very physical game, especially in the middle of the park. The likes of McGinn, we know they can get in your faces. They just don't.
Yeah.
They might not be able to play their style of play, but they want to stop you from playing yours. That is what they are about. So expect the likes of Tielemans, McGinn, and Onana to be very physical tomorrow against Arsenal's midfield.
Wait, Aston Villa has Onana.
Amadou Onana, yes, they signed Amadou.
Wow.
Onana. So
that midfield is the battle.
It's going to be a physical. It's going to be more of a fight than a game. Be expecting fireworks in that game. It's going to be more of a fight. I think if I'm tempted to go for a draw. If there would be a win, it's going to be a 1-0 win to either team. But I don't see how, Aston Villa being at home, Arsenal with the quality they have, I don't see how one team edges the other one. I think it might just be a 0-0 draw for me. I think it's going to be a very tough and physical game. Yeah.
Well, anything you want to say about this game, Jeffers, tomorrow? Are you going to be watching it? Yes, you'll be watching the game.
Oh, definitely. I will be watching it. I will be watching it, definitely. I will be watching it. Most likely, I might be watching it on my way home. most likely from work, but definitely I'll be seeing the game and I'll be posting my thoughts on the game definitely on the WhatsApp group. And
Yeah,
anyone who wants to actually know what's
Jeffers,
going
if I
on,
want to ask you
so
as an
check the YouTube
Arsenal
page. We'll
fan,
be posting something here.
yeah, as an
Yeah,
Arsenal fan, is there any player in Aston Villa
yeah.
that you're worried about? I mean, if you watch it, no, I don't want this guy. Is there any player you're looking like is going to be a
A
troublesome person,
major
a
threat.
major threat for Arsenal as an Arsenal fan?
Two players,
Oh, two players.
two,
Okay. Tell
just
tell me.
just two. I for one, I really like Oli Watkins.
Oh wow.
I like Oli Watkins because he reminds me of Harry Kane. He has the potential to take on any defense, break through, and get his
Tricky.
goals. I like him as a player, definitely. I really, I honestly, I'm quite jealous of the fact that Villa actually have him. I really want him in my squad. If
So
I could get a
you take him at
striker,
Arsenal over the likes of Havertz and Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
I will take him. There's a reason why. The truth is this: Havertz and Jesus are good attacking players, but I think what Arsenal needs, in all honesty, there are some games whereby you need someone to finish off the game. And I think that is where they are still not getting it. Arsenal needs a striker who will just put the ball into the net. Havertz is skillful. Jesus is a workaholic. That missing link is the person who will just finish. I've followed both guys and I'm not seeing it yet. You might want to say maybe Eddie Nketiah, but the truth is, let's be realistic. We've said that Nketiah has had potential.
I rate you are
He is
smiling.
going to be he's going to be 26. He's going to be 26 this year. That is why I am not surprised he's on the transfer market.
Wow.
I am not surprised he's on the transfer market because I think at the point of your 26 as an attacking player, you should already start delivering. You are getting close to the peak of your career. If you've not picked up at this point, I do not see when you're going to pick up, in all honesty. The second player, as
Tell
sad
me.
as I have to say it,
Tell me.
is currently a player who I consider the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. And that is Emiliano Martinez. Yes.
Martinez. For real?
Yes.
So you think
That's Emiliano
Emiliano
Martinez.
Martinez is better than David Raya? What's your thoughts on that?
I personally, I personally was one person who would say Ramsdale was a good goalkeeper. However, when Raya came in, I was initially skeptical, like, okay, why do you want to drop a good keeper for another goalkeeper? But when I watched the performances, I realized one thing. Ramsdale is good, but the thing is this. Ramsdale tends to have these moments whereby he loses focus. And in most games, that's the very point whereby you actually hit the Arsenal side. Which Raya is different. Raya has a very good control of his defense line, which is what every world-class standard goalkeeper should have. You should be able to call your boys because whether you like it or not, even though you are the man at the back, you are the commander of that defense line. If they put a toe out of line, you are exposed. And I think that is what David Raya has got. And with the fact that he has Saliba and Gabriel, two men that I feel are bullies on a good day, he is working well. For Martinez, my major thing I've got with Martinez is his reflexes, nothing else. Martinez has got sharp reflexes. And for a goalkeeper, that is a very, very added bonus. If you remember the game at the Emirates last season, there was a chance that Leandro Trossard had that we basically had all said it was a goal.
And the guy put the stunts like
he stopped it. He stopped it. That is the one thing that makes me look out for him. His reflexes. Apart from the reflexes, I'll say Raya is a better keeper. But anyway, the thing is this. I have seen Martinez. Sometimes Martinez tends to be so proud in goal that when he starts to taunt his opponents, then something might happen. I hope he does that tomorrow and I hope he gets shocked. That's it. Apart from those two players, I don't see any. The only person I would have said I was scared of has already been sold, and that's this person. This young man who they signed
Diaby.
from Bayer Leverkusen last season, Diaby, Musa Diaby.
Yeah, I
Apart from
think
that, I think
Leon
I'm good.
Bailey
Yeah.
is actually more is more of a threat than Diaby, if you ask me. Leon Bailey is a very good player, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
could
definitely
cause
he is.
problems.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, guys, this is our